I like using Upwork to find my reviewers because it makes the process a very simple process, and you can get great people who will review your products for you. Now, there are some nuances to doing this, so let's just go through the nuances. Thing number one, when you're looking for your freelancers, so find freelancers, you want to look for, of course, people in your target country. So we're going to look for VA, virtual assistant. Ooh, search suggestions, that's a new way of saying that. Virtual assistant, and we're going to come over to the filters, and you want to find them in the target location. So for you, for instance, it would be in Australia. So let's go and find a thing in Australia. And now I've got all of these Australian virtual assistants that I can go to, or if I do data entry, that will also do it as well. And search on that. Oops. I can find some more. Actually, that looks like it's a better search in Australia, data entry. You want something which is a very, very low-skilled job. Data entry, internet research, customer service, that sort of thing, okay? Microsoft Excel. You want to post on that sort of thing. So you've got all these great people in Australia who will do that for you. And so your job outline is very, very important. Do not, on your job, mention that you want them to do reviews for you on Amazon. If you do, Upwork will see, and Upwork will cancel not only your job, but oftentimes they'll kick you off the platform as well, okay? So you don't want to do that. The title of your job is Simple Amazon Admin Support Task. So when you're setting your job up, that's the title of your job. And then the details, unlike ordinarily where I make these incredibly long and incredibly detailed, again, that idea of giving people a brief comes in here. For this, you want to make it very short and very, very sweet. Hi, I'm looking for some help with simple admin tasks on Amazon in Australia. The work's very simple. It'll take you about an hour or so. You'll just need your computer. And here's the important part. Ideally, you will have already purchased something on Amazon, so you know how Amazon works. Now, the reason you do that is because Amazon has this $50 review threshold where you have to have spent in total over $50 on Amazon in the target country, so on Amazon in Australia, for instance, before they get to leave a review. So that's an important part to add in. And that is it. Then it gives you the opportunity to ask a question, and that's the only thing you want to do. What is the best thing you've ever purchased on Amazon? Again, it's just to make sure that they can leave you a review. You will then post that job, you'll get people applying for the job, and do not communicate through Upwork. Instead, ask if you can talk to them on Skype or something like that, and that's very, very normal to want to interview people. So you want to interview them on Skype, and it's on that Skype conversation where you will build rapport, and then you basically make this offer to them. Can I pay you to review a product on Amazon in Australia for me? Can I pay you to review a product on Amazon in Australia? I will buy the product for you, and I will also pay you whatever time it takes you to review the product. So you'll get a free product, plus you'll get paid, plus if you do a good job, I'll then be able to leave you a 5-star review on Upwork. So there's 3 great benefits to them of doing this deal with you. Now, not everyone's going to go for that, and that's okay if they don't. That's cool. But you only need 5, 6, 7 people, something like that, to do that for you. And then you will trust them before. Don't ask them to trust you. You trust them. So what does that mean? Well, it means you give them the money to buy your product. You give them the money to buy your product. And then they buy your product, they review your product, and then you pay them half an hour of their time, whatever it may be, And that's the investment that you are making in your business. You need reviews, because that then allows you to do everything else on Amazon that we talk about, Amazon PPC, things like that, okay? You've got to get your reviews. That's a very, very simple way of doing them, and it works every single time. The only problems come from not following the instructions and trying to communicate through Upwork. If you do that, Upwork will ban you. Simple as that. So don't do that. Take them off of Upwork, use Upwork to find them, take them off of Upwork, get them on Skype, build a rapport with them, and then say, hey, look, here's the job. Are you interested? And again, you've got to trust them. Don't expect them to trust you and buy your product and then say, oh, I'll give you the money once you brought it. Don't do that. You have to trust them, not them trust you. You trust them. Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense, Camilla. That's what I do, and it works every time. Is that claimable as advertising? Yes, I'd say it is. Do they keep the product? Yes, they keep the product. So you're giving them a product and they get to keep the product, okay? That's just the investment you're making in your business. You can't be cheap about this. It's like doing shitty images for your product. It's false economy. It's a false economy. You need to do these things. It's an investment in your business. So what you could do, and because as well, what that will also give you is somebody buying your product on Amazon, which is good for you in your rankings as well. So there's a lot of pluses for this, to this strategy. And as I said, it works every time. Works every time. All right. So you pay the product and the task through Upwork. Yes, I pay them through Upwork. And I pay them for the product through Upwork as well. Okay, so I give them, I hire them for the position. Once we've had the conversation, I hire them for the position, and then I pay them for their time, and I give them a bonus, because you can give bonuses on Upwork. I give them a bonus, which is for additional expenses, whatever it may be. You know, that's what it goes through Upwork as. But then it's just through Upwork. You pay them through there, and it's tracked through there. Good thing about doing that is, of course, you can then claim that as a legitimate business expense because it's Upwork. Of course, speak to your accountant, disclaim. But everything's kept in the same spot as well. How much do you pay? Usually an hour, something like that. How much do you pay on top of the top? It's usually an hour. I mean, it doesn't need to be much. Don't do more than an hour. I tend to say I'll give you $10 and you're going to get the product and I'll give you a 5-star review. And because they're just like you and I, they want reviews. They want reviews. Okay? Can you use the same Upwork reviewer more than once? Of course you can, but they can only leave a review for your product once. Can we provide reviews for one another through AOE? Nope, you cannot. Don't do that. Nobody in AOE will want to do that deal with you either, Christine, because I keep telling everybody and putting the fear of God into them that that's a bad idea. So stick to this strategy. That way you won't get undone, you won't get caught out, and your reviews will look what we think of as being natural, or what Amazon thinks of as looking natural, which is what you want. Very, very important. Does this apply to the USA? Yes, it does. It works in any country at all. India, USA, UK, Australia, wherever it is, this works. It works in all territories. It's a really, really cool strategy, and it works every time. All right, so if you're struggling to get reviews, do that. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon. that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.